What is the significance of the rock?
Pride. Yeah, Seahawk pride.
The rock is a familiar landmark here at AHS. It has been painted with patriotism, jokes, murals, and even blatant racism. To find out more, we flip this rock.
The first location, it's a glacial erratic, meaning that it was deposited when the sheet of ice from the glacier 15,000 years ago started receding. Boulders would drop from the melting ice and land on the ground, and that's where you see it as a geographical feature.
Yeah, that rock is granite, and there is no granite on this island. So all those white boulders you see, sort of in the north-south direction along D Avenue, are all cousins of that rock.
And it was perhaps in that location of the site of the original high school. We don't know. It was certainly moved for the home ec room that Gibb noted, and then it was moved again in 1974 about from when they constructed the new high school, and they moved it northward to its present location.
After the rock was discovered at AHS, students began to paint it. We wanted to see how it all began.
I know it was there in 1976 because that is the year my dad graduated, and he actually got in trouble for painting the rock because it was very similar to here. It was the year before that they were getting a brand new school, so they were tearing down the old school. And so what my dad and a couple of his friends decided to do, and this should be a lesson for all you seniors out there, is they decided to paint the rock as well as paint the school because they thought it was getting torn down. What they didn't think of was the consequences, and they all got suspended and told they wouldn't be able to graduate. So what happened was the janitor came, pulled them out of class, gave them a paint bucket, and they painted over their own painting to the original paint of the school and were able to walk in graduation. So my dad blames the rock on almost not graduating.
I believe when you look at it in the photos from the 30s, I haven't, granted there's a lot of people sitting on it or in front of it, I didn't notice any paint on it in that era. But the earliest painting I saw a photograph of was the class of 1958 posing in front of it. But Gibb knows of earlier painting.
Well, it's possible, I'm not sure about this, it's possible when they moved the rock that flat face was exposed for the first time, which was an ideal place to paint. So it may not have been painted a lot before about 1955, but it was painted a lot in my junior and senior year. Yeah, it required a lot of coats.
Did I ever paint the rock? Yes, we did. We painted it a couple times. I think one of them was our senior year. We painted our name, our class. And the second time we painted it was for FUPA tryouts, way back when.
One time, I forget if it was Burlington or Mount Vernon, came over and painted our rock, and it was almost war, I believe, because they can't do that to our rock.
The familiar landmark once called the Senior Rock was senior territory, which was usually contested. As a school, we have strove to put our message where it will be seen.